Well, hello, you two. Long time no see.
Yeah,
Hi.
how are you?
Fantastic, fantastic. You got a haircut just like I did.
I know. I mean, seeing me do it, to be honest, I didn't want it,
Looks
man.
good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's been geez, I think like a week and a half now since we saw each other last here in Houston. So I got quite a few questions since a lot of things have come up for you guys over the last week and a half, I see. Um, but I want to kind of just dive in a little bit and just kind of really just ask the generic question of how did you guys really meet?
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, I was doing one of my podcasts live in Newport Beach. I'd never been to Newport Beach. And it was sort of a women's empowerment, and I had lots of amazing women coming with me.
And
And
then I was in Europe traveling, and I was living at that moment in Newport Beach because my agent from soccer was living there, so I ended up there. And basically, someone called me saying, "Listen, there is this business event going on. You want to pop in? It's very interesting." I was like, "Listen, I have, like I'm very tired.
he's not stupid.
I literally say no 10 times. And then at the end, I say, okay, I'm going to pop
A
in.
couple of hundred women in one room.
I was like, okay, I got there. I was like, oh my God, there's like all beautiful women. I'm like, okay, maybe I might stay a little bit. And then my friend was with me, all of a sudden, he was with her. I ended up just, talking to her a little bit. And then very funny, but when everything finished and I was leaving, she said to me, oh my God, my husband is leaving. And then 4 years after, we're married. So it's just crazy how life, put the little pieces together.
Yeah.
Just planting the seed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Serendipity.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, I know that we had spent some time in Houston here recently, and I know that you guys got to enjoy the Houston rodeo. So tell me a little
I'm
bit about
obsessed.
That was very cool.
yeah.
Mutton busting. I've never heard of mutton busting. But it was my favorite part. Hilarious.
Honestly, it was amazing to just see the culture, see everybody, how the passion they put into like the outfits, like everything. It's crazy. Like, it's
We
very
walked
cool.
away wanting to be vegans. It lasted about a week,
Oh my
but
God, yeah.
yeah,
A week. We left it an afternoon, honey.
in the afternoon. Oh yeah, we walked straight out and went
Yeah,
back.
we took a hot dog or something.
Well, I saw the Instagram post you guys did, and I think I even reposted it on my pages with you guys doing your dancing and the cowboy hats and stuff. So it's quite entertaining. So Caroline, obviously, you've been in the spotlight quite a bit, and then obviously with the new season of the Real Housewives of Dubai coming up, I think it's dropping what January or June 2nd. Is that right?
Here we go. Slowly, I think the trailer's out in a week or so. So hold
Fantastic.
on to your hats. That's all I know is they're going to be a ride now.
Yes,
Yeah.
looking forward to that. So, so tell me just kind of the experience because you've been in the television spotlight, quite often. So with the ladies of London and then to now the Real Housewives of Dubai, what in your opinion is the differences between the two of those? Because obviously the shows are different, but what was your experiences with filming those?
Well, Ladies of London was a lot softer probably than Housewives as a show because it was my friends and family who I knew. So which made it harder in some respects and easier in others. But it was also I'm at home in a country I know well and all of this kind of stuff. Housewives of Dubai is much more glitz and glam, whereas I think,
All over the top, kind of.
much more over the top. And also I think now, for me, the difference with filming is, I think this is my 7th year on Bravo or six, where is 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 years.
Okay.
And so I think I'm just quite used to it now. So not a lot gets me. I mean, I think series 1, I was quite reactionary. I think this one I'm ready for you all to see because I think you're gonna really see me this season.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. You like that one. So
Yeah.
that's so that'll be kind of an interesting one. I mean, obviously the show has picked up a lot of notoriety. with just you guys. I mean, obviously being out there in the social light, and just always constantly promoting, and then being, you know, in the groups like we were last week with JT and Phil at the Real Estate Masters. So we'll talk a little bit about the real estate side for you guys. But Sergio, I know, kind of getting to you with playing soccer, and you started out at, I think you started playing when you were 5, but ultimately you went pro when you were 14, 15, 15.
15, yeah.
Okay. And that was with Real Madrid. You got
That was
into.
with Madrid. Yeah. I had like so I started, you know, I got kind of lucky because Nike kind of like followed me for a little bit. I got selected by the best player at 13 by Nike in my position. And then that kind of like knocked the doors a little bit of the teams. And then I appeared in the newspapers and I played lots of tournaments. And then Real Madrid followed me for a year and a half. And then they called me, did half a season, and I did very well. I think I scored like 15 goals, something like that. And then they kind of signed me with a basic contract. And then I signed a professional, 5-year professional contract with Real Madrid at 15. And it was kind of crazy, to be honest, because I mean, I really didn't know what was that meaning to me, because I was just playing, you know. So it was just playing, and you know, I made it to share, you know, trainings with Cristiano Ronaldo and all these guys, you know, and honestly, it was, you know, incredible experience.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, everybody always talked about how you got shadowed or were shadowing, but I really feel like, you know, everybody's in their individual positions for a reason. So even though you had phenomenal players like Ronaldo that was beside you, that's what makes the team, right? So it's not an individual sport. So
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, in a way, I would have loved to just not have, you know, some of those major players that year, you know, because it was kind of the year that I think, you know, Ancelotti was the coach, and it was just very tough, you know, in the first team and second team. You know, Zidane was the coach in the second team, and, you know, the players were like top players, and they paid top money for all of them. You know, it was like $100 million contract for all these big players, so they will have to play. And I think nowadays things change in Real Madrid first team. You know, there's just so many players now from the, you know, younger teams. They don't go buying all these huge players, because I think the era of Messi and Cristiano, that was just like a bit crazy, you know.
right.
It was just all. Now, you know, Real Madrid. So I mean, in a way, I kind of, you know, with you know, it was a bit different before, but I mean, you know, it was an amazing experience. I mean, it was just a dream for me to share, just, you know, like, you know, just day to day, you know, Sunday with Cristiano, you know, and all these players. So
Yeah. So, I don't really know. The only part where I don't know well of you is the why did you quit? Why did you retire?
I quit. I
Because you
broke
look
a
like you're in
contract.
great shape. I mean, like, you know.
I know. I broke contract with Real Madrid because I was not playing. And then, you know, I had problems in Spain, in Europe, mainly because the market got closed. So, you know, I couldn't find another team. It was a bit of like an ego thing. I, you know, broke the contract, and then,
they sued him.
you know, I lost quite a lot of money. And then I moved, and I got the easiest way out. It was going to play in Iceland. So I played in Iceland for a little bit. I had 2 years contract there. Then you know, I couldn't stay there because it was just freezing. And then after 5 months, I went back, and then I moved to the US. And, you know, it was a bit of an ego thing that I didn't want to play in any small teams after leaving Real Madrid, because, you know, Real Madrid was the big thing, and I was like, you know, I'm so much better player than this. But at the same time, I couldn't get any big teams because I was not in the market, because I was not playing. So it was just a bit tough. You know, I had this name, but in the soccer world, if you are not playing, your market value is very low, because, you know, it doesn't matter what you did yesterday, because it's your physical condition. So it matters the present, right?
All right.
So that was a bit, you know, because I had all these big players when Real Madrid signed me. Chelsea wanted me, Arsenal, you know, Fulham. And then that pushes Real Madrid to get the contract, you know, the big contract. And then all of a sudden, I thought I was that player, but I was not playing, so I was not. And then it was just a bit tough. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. And if not, I would never be here, to be honest. So, you know, it was an amazing life.
It worked out well. It worked out well. Well,
Oh, yeah,
the
100%.
we're getting running on time, but I wanted to kind of just touch base. Everything's good for you guys in Dubai right now with all this.
amazing.
Everything is great.
With crazy weather that's going on for you guys.
Oh my God,
It was
yes.
raining like crazy,
That's
to be
the
honest.
cloud seeding, but
Yeah.
it's okay
But I
now.
mean, it's a lot of news, to be honest. I mean, it was literally an afternoon and they put it everywhere, and it seems like we are like floated, but you know,
Well, it was.
it was,
wasn't here.
but it was for a little bit, you know, but
Yeah.
like not like crazy, you know.
Okay.
The next
Well, I
day,
was like,
the
I
next
saw all
day,
that stuff. I was like, oh no. It's like
No,
changing so
I know,
much.
they're not
Yeah.
made for rain here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The infrastructure is not there. But the last thing I know that we're gonna wrap up is the real estate side for you guys. What is it you're looking for in real estate?
Well, we just want to build a community in
in
Dubai,
Bali. So we're building Carrallo a project, which is, you know, 8, 9 bedrooms, you know, kind of like, you know, different villas and stuff. But we want to build next to it a big community, you know, with like a, you know, very healthy lifestyle, like, you know, sports activities, like lots of, you know,
So people like us. So, you know, that people can come and you know that when you're there, that you're with like-minded
yeah,
people.
that you can own a house, you can rent it out the whole time, you know, the rest of the year in Airbnb or something, and we will manage everything for you guys. And, you know, it's kind of like, you know, a place where you know you have a place there and everybody can meet up, you know?
Fantastic. Well, I think our time is going to be up for today, but I really appreciate you two and love seeing you again. And I think it'll be shortly. We'll be seeing each other some more. So you guys have a
for
great rest
sure,
of the
for
day.
sure. All right, thank you. Take care.
You also.
You
Thanks.
too.